These are dyes. Dyes are insanely rare blobs that you get from, well, doing pretty much anything. They can be applied to make fun colors. In today's video, we will be ranking all of them, from S tier to F tier. But before we get into this video, I do have a Discord server where I am pretty active, with only a few members, and I will be giving away 1 coin at 100 members, so make sure to join my Discord, link in description. Anyways, let's begin with the video. Also, sorry for the long wait, I kinda have a bit of a Team Fortress 2 addiction.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So please forgive me.
Yeah, boy!
The Carmine Dye is a 1 in 20 million drop chance from 3 lava sea creatures, the Lava Pigman, the Flaming Worm, and the Lava Blaze. It can be affected by magic find and looting. The Carmine Dye has a hex code of 960018. When applied, it has a dark red color and actually looks kinda clean. A tier. The Necron Dye is a 0.04% drop chance from the hardest dungeon floor, Master Mode Floor 7. After you defeat the Funny Witherman and all of his dragons, you open the bedrock chest just to see disappointment.
God.
What? Oh.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this is rarer than a handle. Yeah, just wanted to point that out. Okay, anyways, the Necron Dye has a hex code of E7413C, and just look at it for yourself. C tier. The Brick Red Dye can be obtained through redstone pigment in the deep caverns at a 1 in 2 million chance. This is another dye that can be affected by magic find and looting. The Brick Red Dye, it looks like a brick. Yeah, that's it. B tier. In my last video, I explained. First on the agenda, Hypixel opened the alpha server with the second edition of the Chocolate Factory. Inside of it included 1 new rabbit, divine rabbits, a barn skin, and the main topic, the chocolate dye. This dye has a hex code of 7B3F00, and when you look at it, it distinctly resembles the color of poo. So that this dye is obtained from the chocolate shop for 4 billion chocolate. I think this is self-explanatory. It doesn't require RNG, you literally just sit and the chocolate factory works for you, so you can click a funny button and then wow, you have a dye. And second of all, it literally looks like a piece of shit.
Fire in the hole!
The flame dye is a 1 in a million chance from any blaze type mob in the game. This dye can also be affected by magic find and looting too. This makes the flame dye a very early game friendly dye. The flame dye has a hex code of E25822. This hex code gives it a fiery orange color. Pretty nice. Oh, and one more thing. Apparently the flame dye is bugged and its probability is not 1 in a million, so we're going to put it in the B tier. The mango dye is obtained through breaking logs in the park. It has a 1 in 10 million chance of dropping from breaking any log located in the park. The mango dye is, well, shit, except it's glowing. C tier. Nah, imagine thinking you were gonna get to the drop El Bozo. Anyways, the pure blue dye was obtained from the Big One event during the raffle of the century for Skyblock's 300th anniversary. Only 500 were ever given out, so this makes the pure blue dye one of the most expensive dyes in the game. The pure blue dye has a hex code of 0013FF, which actually isn't pure blue, El Bozo. I just wanted to point that out. B tier. The pure yellow dye was the sister of the pure blue dye, being only that 500 were ever given out from the Big One raffle during the anniversary. It too is also a pretty expensive dye. The pure yellow dye is, well, yellow, with a hex code of FF700, which still isn't pure yellow, but who gives a shit? C tier.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh boy, this is gonna suck. The Warden dye was obtained through a fire sale on January 27th, 2024, and could be bought for a measly 375 gems. 375 gems equates to roughly $2 USD per Warden dye, and this shit goes for over 100 million coins. But the good news is, they gave away 40,000 of these things. So if you had the money for it at the time, this dye was in open arms. The Warden dye is an animated dye. This means the color is not just straight static, but fluctuates between hex codes. For this dye, it goes through the hex code 034150 to 009295. When applied, it looks pretty damn cool for a dye that costs money. A tier. Since the idea of the animated dye went so well, the admins created the Lucky Dye. The Lucky Dye was on sale March 16th of 2024 and sold for the same as the Warden Dye, 375 gems. Currently, it is one of the cheapest dyes in the game. The Lucky Dye is a yellow to dark green animated dye with a hex code range of 87FF37 to 006944, and it goes really well with a clover helmet, well, sometimes. B tier.
Another one bites the dust.
Holy crap, stop making more pay-to-win dyes! The Rose Dye was on sale May 11th, 2024, and it too was sold for 375 gems each. The Rose Dye is an exact copy of the prior two dyes, and it's really just stupid, but I suppose that's how the admins just want to generate their revenue. Okay, I'm getting tired of this, just look at it. B tier. Oh no, if I don't rate this S tier, all the toddlers are going to be in my DM saying, "Oh, Sammy, why did you rate it wrong? This dye is my baby brother. I hate you." The Nitroze dye is a very popular dye to grind for the younglings who apparently say they have nothing better to do, and this is by far the best money-making method in the history of Skyblock. The Nitroze dye is obtained from a 1 in 2 million chance from a sneaky creeper. This task can be menacing because these goofy little goobers are invisible, because sneakiness. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. But Aboba didn't think so. His RNG carriedness unleashed a force in the community, telling everyone that Nyanza equals free money to come drop it. And so every lobby is filled to capacity with egotistical toddlers who want a silly green dye. Wait a minute. That isn't green! Fun fact, did you know that Nyanza means a large body of water, especially a lake? So why does it drop from a sneaky creepers and not a fishing in the mega lakes in the crystal hollows? If it's gonna drop from sneaky creepers, call it the fucking deformed green pig dye. And it's not even green. What kind of garbage is this? It looks like I vomited on the floor after I ate too much airport Tim Hortons. Sorry, you Americans won't get that joke. I'm giving this thing F tier, I don't even care. This thing is trash. The Celadon Dye is obtained from sludges located inside the crystal hollows in the jungle area. These sludges do not spawn very often or close together, which makes this dye a menial task to obtain. The chance from it to drop from a big sludge is 1 in 20 million, and the drop chance from a medium and small sludge is 1 in 1 billion. The Celadon Dye has a hex code of ACE1AF and appears as a gooey green color. This dye is just a dye. B tier. The emerald dye is obtained from, well, emeralds. It has a 1 in 8 million chance from mining any emerald ore to drop it. This dye is one of the rare ones and requires more focus to grind than, say, Nyanza. Like, literally, all you do for Nyanza is hold out a day axe and do a couple circles like some Funky Town meme with a witch mask on. Overall, the emerald dye looks kinda clean. The Holly Dye is a dye obtained from opening presents, aka socializing with people by giving them funny cubes that give alchemy 1 potions. The Holly Dye is a 1 in 3,930 chance from red gifts. This is a fair drop rate for a dye, but my only complaint is that so many red gifts are brought into circulation and then insta-sold on the bazaar. This makes it very easy for Holly Dyes to go be obtained on a normal profile, but hell on Iron Man. The Holly Dye is a dark green color with a hex code of 3C6746. It being one of the cheapest dyes in the game might make the dye look ugly in your eyes because of how much you see it, but it looks pretty clean. A tier.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
The Aquamarine Dye is the first and most well-known fishing dye. It is obtained from a 1 in 15 million chance per catch when fishing anywhere. Water, lava, hot chocolate, you name it. This is a really balanced dye, and I think the name suits how you get it. The Aquamarine Dye has a hex code of 7FFFD4. Brings out some sort of the aquamarine tealish color, which is insanely clean. I don't understand why you wouldn't give this thing any different than S tier. If the Cyclamen Dye was light blue, this is the Celeste Dye. It is dropped from a 1 in 100 million chance from wolves. Not just any wolves, though. The castle wolves in the hub. Either way, this is great for Wolf Slayer and makes this dye obtainable. The Celeste Dye has a hex code of B2FFFF. It appears as light blue in color, and it kinda reminds me of something. Anyways, that's it for Celeste Dye. S tier. The Iceberg Dye is an ice block. It is obtained from winter fishing. When you fish in the winter island, you have a 1 in 10 million chance of fishing up a funny ice block. The Iceberg Dye is a middish blue color with a hex code of 71A6D2. This is a really nice dye, too bad it doesn't get dropped more often. A tier. Screw this, it's been out for 2 years, it's still not even obtainable. F tier.
Release the Kraken!
The Tentacle Dye is a dark bluish dye with a hex code of 324D6C. It is a dye obtained from the Kudra boss fight. From Infernal tier, it has a 1 in 406,101 chance from being obtained from the Big Chest. From Fiery, it is a 1 in 752,001 chance from also being obtained from the Big Chest. Overall, this is a nice dye, but it just feels like another blatant attempt to replicate the Necron dye.
Release the Kraken!
The Bingo Blue dye, in my opinion, is the first non-RNG, but you actually deserve it dye. It is bought from the bingo shop for 500 bingo points. But you think that's all? It also requires the player to have attained bingo rank 3, which is no easy feat. To get from 0 to 3, it requires 300 additional bingo points. This is an amazing alternative to just plain RNG, unlike the chocolate dye. You actually need to do something to get this dye. The Bingo Blue dye has a hex code of 002FA7 and is actually a dark pure blue color. This is really cool, and I hope the admins make more dyes in the future like this. S tier. The Dark Purple dye is the first dye that you actually have to pay coins for. The Dark Purple dye is obtained from the Dark Auction, and it has a 1 in 432.68 chance to show up in any of the item rounds in the Dark Auction. And after the recent changes, there are 3 item rounds per Dark Auction, meaning there is a 1 in 144.22 chance that the Dark Purple dye will be in your Dark Auction lobby. That's 144 times. You have to visit Sirius and pray on whatever you want. After the Dark Purple dye makes its appearance, the whole lobby makes it their job to win the auction. The price? Don't ask me, I don't even attend the Dark Auction. The Dark Purple dye is dark purple, and has a distinct resemblance to one F-Zero crystal armor. I think it's a cool idea to put an insanely rare item where Skyblock players would like to go broke. It takes coins out of the economy. Perfect. A tier.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
The Midnight Dye has a 1 in a million chance to drop from any spooky mob. This includes the Scary Jerry, Crazy Witch, the Wraith, oh shit, sorry, wrong Wraith, the Small Child, and the Phantom Spirit. The only problem is it's bugged and it's not even in the bestiary loot pool. The Midnight Dye is a reddish purple color and has a hex code. Nobody gives a shit. It's unobtainable. The Byzantium Dye is the first main-focused minion dye. It is obtained from this guy. This is a Voidling. It has a 1 in 80 million chance for the Byzantium Dye to drop from it when killed. The only way to get access to Voidlings is by having the minion, and then collecting the dye for you, kind of like Apex's and Inferno minions. The Byzantium Dye is a dark purple dye. It looks much like the Midnight Dye.
But Sammy, you never showed us what Midnight Dye looks like.
These are the booster cookie dyes, where you eat a cookie and you get bits, and then when you have an insane amount of bits, which is 250,000, you can spend it on these guys. These are the pure black and pure white dyes, and they both are either 100% black or 100% white, as you can see from the hex code. Not really much to it besides cookies being expensive, and it costs a fortune to buy this B tier. The wild strawberry dye is a dye obtained from farming. When breaking any crop, you have a 1 in 150 million chance for that crop to drop a wild strawberry dye. This dye cannot be affected by Magic Find, which makes this really difficult to drop on purpose. The wild strawberry dye is more of a hot pink kind of style. It works incredibly well as a gradient with Cyclamen and Nitroze, which I will get to, don't worry. A tier. No, please, I have a family, The Cyclamen Dye is by far the rarest dye in Hypixel Skyblock. It is dropped from the Mushroom Cow. The Mushroom Cow drops, leather, mushrooms, beef, and then there's a 1 in 100 million chance to drop a Cyclamen Dye. This doesn't even remotely compare to the Celeste Dye or any other dye. The Mushroom Cows are spaced apart incredibly unfairly, making it extremely difficult for Magic Find kill combos and building up kills in the first place to just take effect. The bestiary does not nearly give enough Magic Find compared to Castle Wolves for dye grinding. Plus, you can literally do Wolf Slayer while grinding wolves. What does the Mushroom Cow get you? The loot goes from common to literal RNGesus levels of garbage. This isn't fair. Don't even attempt to grind this unless you're me. The Cyclone Dye has a hex code of F56FA1. It looks like this. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry, it looks like this. Want to know what this is? This is fairy armor, specifically FF66B2. Like this is fucking F tier. Well, what else would you give this thing? It's garbage. The Nadeshiko Dye is a funny pink dye obtainable at any stage in the game. The Nadeshiko Dye is a fishing dye. Fished up from the fairy pond at a 1 in 8 million chance to fish up per reel. The Nadeshiko Dye is a really bright pink dye with a hex code of F6ADC6. I think the obtainability is fair and the hex code matches how you get it. Easy S tier. And finally, last but not least, the Bone Dye. The Bone Dye is the only mob obtainable white dye. It is a 1 in 3 million drop from any skeleton type mob, which is an extremely long list. The best way to grind for this dye is just frag running in dungeons, because there are just way too many skeletons to count, and the Bone Dye doesn't even have an excuse to call itself white. Like, look at it. It looks like someone dragged their perfectly clean blanket across wet dirt. It looks like someone took the pure white dye and aged it a couple centuries. Honestly, the admins did not cook with the visuals of this dye. D tier. So that's all the dyes in Hypixel Skyblock ranked. To go over it again, in S we have Aquamarine Dye, Celeste Dye, Bingo Blue Dye, Nishiko Dye. A tier, we have Carmine, Warden, Holly, Iceberg, Tentacle, Dark Purple, Emerald and Wild Strawberry. B tier, we have Brick Red, Flame Dye, Pure Blue Dye, Lucky Dye, Rose Dye, Celadon Dye, Pure Black and Pure White Dye. C tier, we have Necron Dye, Mango Dye, Pure Yellow Dye, and Byzantium Dye. D tier, we have Midnight Dye and Bone Dye. And last, F tier, we have Chocolate Dye, Nyan's Dye, Livid Dye, and Cyclamen Dye. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please consider subscribing because I am in a race to beat It's Frog to 1,000 subscribers, and we are so close to beating him, I can literally taste it. This has been a long project that I've been working on, and I cannot thank you enough for making it to the end. As always, have a good day. Goodbye.